Hello everyone. Welcome to this post-result review session, and this is your host Rizwan Mania. I welcome you all on behalf of entire Vifhe faculty yet again for this very important session by the name of post-results review session. Vifhe is an gold approved learning partner. We are providing ACCA tuitions online to global students. We operate in 100 plus countries. We are providing ACCA students this ACCA education since last 3 years. And in all these years, we have tried our best to provide you top quality education. Our tutors give their best to ensure that students who take the classes do pass with flying colors. I welcome you all on this important session, and I also welcome the entire Vifhe faculty who is part of today's very important session.
Sir,
And
you are not audible, please check your mic.
okay, first of all, kindly confirm, is my voice audible to all of you?
Yes, now it is okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Taha.
Yeah.
So let's begin, guys. Welcome to this post-result review session conducted by Vifhe. Vifhe is a gold approved learning partner providing ACCA students ACCA online courses since last 3 years. We as a gold ALP try our best to provide you best quality education. Our entire faculty works really hard to ensure that you all pass with flying colors. I welcome all of you to this very important session once again, and I also welcome and want to thank my entire faculty who has spared their time, and they are with you to help you how to plan for your future. Now, what is the purpose of this session? As you all know, today was the result day. September 2022 results are now out. You might be very happy if you have passed, so a big congratulations to all of you on behalf of entire Vifhe team. But if you are not able to pass, I know, I understand, you will be very much demotivated. You may be confused. You are worried about it. We are receiving lots and lots of messages since morning, and entire faculty is helping the students. So remember, my friends, this is a professional qualification. And in this professional qualification, yes, these things are normal. People fail, people pass, but it does not mean that you cannot pass ACCA. You cannot become a qualified ACCA accountant. So you need to believe in yourself. Yes, this time if you are not being able to do it, don't worry. There's no issue at all. You need to take the guidance of your tutors, the colleagues, the seniors, especially the tutors, and then follow their plans. So today's session is all about guidance. The purpose of the session is give you the chance, give you the liberty to ask as many questions as you want to. This session is not about what Vifhe is. This session is to give you the idea to help your problems, to resolve your confusions, and give you the opportunity to discuss your matters with the faculty. The entire Vifhe faculty is here to help you. So I now want to officially start this session. Once again, I want to welcome my entire faculty who is on board right now. I'll first give you a quick idea about the Vifhe's faculty. Moving towards the Vifhe faculty, we have Hassan Dosani, the Master of SBL. He is providing ACCA Global Student Best Quality ACCA Education, and I don't need to give further introduction about him. He is very much professional, thorough in his own subject. So he is teaching SBL at Vifhe, and also he is the brand manager of ACCA at Vifhe. Secondly, we have Munir Mohammad Shafi as our AAA specialist, working with Vifhe since last 3 years, and a very hard-working teacher who really takes care about his student and always tries to provide best support. We have Ahmed Mumtaz here as the faculty for AA. Previously, he was just teaching AA, but this time from December 2022, he is also part of AAA faculty. So he is teaching both the papers now, AA and AAA. We have Taha Popadia as AFM specialist teacher, who is again with Vifhe since last 3 years. Ali Amanullah is the FR Urdu faculty with us, who deals in FR Urdu subject. Along with him, Tashwita Gupta is dealing with FR English and SBR at Vifhe. Abil Ahmed is dealing with ATX Advanced Taxation paper at Vifhe. He deals in both Urdu and English language. And myself, I teach PM, FM and Advanced Performance Management. I really want to apologize first of all because I am facing bad throat. I'll try my best to give you the complete guidance, and definitely I'll try my best to ensure that we have a smooth communication and conversation with you and the tutors. So after this quick introduction about the faculty, first of all, we want to show you the glimpse of the ACCA past results. September 2022 past results. These are the estimates, approximate numbers, I would say, that we have found out today. So first of all, I will start with the faculties and will also ask them to do two things. Number one, they can quickly introduce themselves in very short. And secondly, mainly, they need to briefly just give their comments about the passing ratios that you can see in front of your screen. So I would start first with Sir Hassan Dosani to give his input in relation to SBL. Over to you, sir.
Hi, sir. I cannot see SBL passing ratio on the screen which you are sharing.
Just wait. Admin, please can you just fix this issue? Let me just tell you the passing ratio. It was 50% last time, and this time it's 49%.
Correct. So, guys, SBL passing ratio has been pretty consistent for last 6-7 attempts. It is ranging from 48-49% to 50-52%. So no major hiccup in the passing ratio of SBL this time. However, this time, based on various feedbacks I received from a lot of students, the interesting thing is many students were able to, score 60, 65. So a lot of students were in 60s and 70s. So that is a good news that I believe that the quality of drafting has improved this time. So I don't foresee any major hiccup or challenge for December for SBL.
Okay. Well summed up, sir. Thank you very much. Let's now move towards the next paper, and let's ask Tashwita to give her input about SBR and FR.
I hope I'm audible to you, sir.
You are audible.
Okay. So first of all, thank you for having me here. And about the pass percentage, I would say for SBR, the results this time were phenomenal. As Sir Hassan said, that there were a lot of students who got above 60. And to my surprise, this time there were many students who got above 80 also in SBR. And I would say the results were better, and you can see that the pass percentage has increased from 49 to 51%. So the pass percentage is also depicting this. I would say this is the very first time that SBR has crossed the threshold of 50%. So that is a really good indicator. So it's easily manageable if your technique is good. And about FR, it always ranges between 50, 51, and 49. So that's the same over here also. Again, my students have scored really good in FR as well. So this time, as Sir Hassan said, the students who got above 60, the number of those students were really high. So 51 to 50, I would say that this is not something really big change. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I would like Sir Abil Ahmed to give his comment about ATX along with a bit of TX as well. Sir Abil, can you hear me?
Am I audible to everyone? I think
Yes,
yes.
you are.
Okay. Sir, may I know the passing rate this time? What is the passing percentage of ATX?
Okay, admin, please can you ensure that tutors can see the passing ratio on their screens? I'll just mention here as well. For ATX, last time it was 42 and now it's 43 for ATX first. So once you are done with ATX, then I'll tell you about. In fact, TX is same, 52%.
Okay, that's great. So one good thing is there's an increase of 1% in ATX. Just I want to say a few things about ATX. When it comes to drafting, to be very honest, the drafting of ATX is easiest in the all professional papers. Now I can see the ATX percentage is 43 clearly. Okay.
Okay.
So the drafting of ATX is very, very easy. And what we have done in the previous attempt, the new thing which we introduced in ATX, that is we introduced the smart revision. I think that has paid off because number of students, mashallah, they got really good marks. I think one of my student from Vifhe, she took 75 marks if I'm not wrong. Her name is Sumaya from India. She took 75 marks. I think getting 75 marks is a really good score. So
Yeah, and
to
we have
my
invited her
students,
as
I
well
just
today.
I just tell my student one thing. If you follow all of our products, like take all the classes, do the assignments, mock and smart revision. There are just 4 steps. You can easily pass ATX. Classes, mock, revision, and smart revision. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Abil. Uh, okay, for TX, if you can give your input, it remained at 52% in both the attempt.
Should I give them my feeder?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
For TX.
TX. Okay. TX is also more or less the consistent passing rate you can see. I think in part 2, TX is one of the paper which is very easy to pass. If you know the rule with a little bit practice, TX will not disturb you at all. It's easy to pass, to be very honest.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I would like Sir Munir Mohammed Shafi to give his input about AAA paper, the passing ratio of AAA from 31, it has gone up to 34.
Am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah, you are.
A very warm welcome to everyone out there. Sir, as far as AAA passing ratio is concerned, it was very much expected that it will at least move up, no matter slightly, but it should move up because professional marks have recently been introduced, and the previous one was the very first attempt when the revised pattern was applicable. So I was expecting a bit higher increase in passing percentage, but still it increased a bit. And I'm very hopeful that in future attempts, it will go much higher. Because with the introduction of professional marks, it gets easier for students to manage their time when they're attempting AAA. And not to forget, yes, it's a technical paper, and it requires in-depth and very strong skills for students, especially in accounting standards as well, auditing standards as well. It is not easy, obviously. It is a moderate paper, a difficult paper at times. So keeping in view the recent changes, as the students will get familiarized with these professional marks, because we are emphasizing a lot on these professional skills, and the students are trying to gain these professional skills. So I'm very hopeful it will improve in future.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Munir, for your input about AAA. Now, I would like Ahmed Mumtaz to please give his view in relation to AA and also in relation to AAA.
Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. Am I absolutely crystal clear, specifically
Yes.
with respect to voice quality, because my camera is not working properly?
You are clear.
Okay, so the AA and the AAA both are more or less as expected. The AA pathetic result when it comes to the skill level exam, primarily because of the fact that in our part of the world, the IT skills are on the lower side. The typing speed kills the students. As far as the AAA's result is concerned, yes, it is going to improve because of the introduction of the new professional skill marks, the 20 marks rather than the 4 marks. So overall, things are more or less same, and that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sir Taha, your input in relation to AFM.
All right, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me for the session. And
Welcome.
best of luck to all students for upcoming papers. As far as AFM passing ratio and previous trends are concerned, I have researched about all the passing ratios from 2007 onwards. And only March 2022 was the attempt when the passing ratio was 43%. In December 2013 and December 2020, passing ratio was 42%. And this time, that is September 2022, passing ratio is also 42%. As far as comparison over the year is concerned, AFM passing ratio has significantly improved. If you talk about back in 2013, 12, 11, and 2014, it used to be in 30s mostly. But if we talk about last 1 year, I have analyzed the results of last 1 year. It has always been above 40%. So I believe this paper has probably become more achievable from students' perspective. And the passing ratio this time has been very, very good. And it has been good in past few years as well. And as far as Vifhe is concerned, one of my students at Vifhe secured 75%. So I believe this paper is becoming a bit easier. Having said that, we only have 5 to 7 major topics. There is a lot of past paper practice. If you do that, you pass it easily. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Well summarized. Now I'll give my input in relation to performance management. As Ahmed said, along with AA, performance management also remains a challenge for the students. So it's 40% this time. Again, this continues. Still, I would say that it is on a better side compared to 37 and 36 or 38. For FM, again, along with TX, FM is one of the papers where the passing ratio always remains high. So I think what you can expect more than 51. So it's really good. I'm really impressed with the passing ratio of APM. Once again, I would second Sir Munir, though it's just 1% change in APM, but professional marks did lot of things, I would say. In fact, what I've observed that the passing ratio of the students who took classes with Vifhe this time has really been good. I've seen a lot of students saying that we have passed APM, so I think professional mark is doing some magic. And as things will move on, as people will become more and more aware about the professional marks, definitely I'm sure the passing ratio will also go up in future. So this is all about the tutor's expert opinion about the passing ratios. Let me give you a quick update. This time we are live on Facebook. We are live on our Vifhe's YouTube channel. We are live on Zoom as well. So students who are watching us on Facebook and YouTube, you can post your questions in the comment box. Once we start the question session, we will soon come to the question session. So you can watch us on Facebook, you can watch us on YouTube along with Zoom, and we will be trying our best to tackle all the queries using all the three platforms. It's now time to move towards a very important segment, and this segment is a motivational one. So students who are listening to me right now through Zoom, through Facebook or YouTube, this is the session that will motivate the upcoming students. Because sometimes, the tutors, normally students think that tutors are perfect or are close to perfect, and what all suggestions they give is something difficult to achieve because they are tutors, and obviously tutors will always talk about the best outcome and the best practice to follow. So they need someone to motivate them who is just like them. Just like them, I mean to say human beings. In fact, we are also human beings. So they want someone to guide them in their own language, in their own friendship language. So the segment that we have next is the high achievers of Vifhe. I repeat, these are the high achievers of Vifhe, and yes, we have invited so many high achievers. So I want the admin to show the list of the high achievers so that we can quickly have a quick chit chat with these high achievers, and let's ask them what special they did for this September attempt. I would start first with financial management. Amartha has to leave the session, so she's requesting to start with her. Amartha, can you please confirm, can you hear me?
Yeah, sir, I'm here. Can you listen to me?
Yeah, I can see, easily hear you. How are you? And congratulations securing 71 marks in financial management. First of all, thank you for coming in the session despite the busy schedule you have. I want your quick input, what you did to bring 71 marks in financial management.
Yeah, sir, firstly, I am really sorry to you. In fact, you are a teacher, but I could not give you a time because I'm not in country, and due to busy schedule, I could not manage time well.
No
I
issues.
have I have taken first course of FM. This was my first course from Vifhe, and I started, I was very scared because this was an online course, and I was thinking maybe I will not pass, but because of your classes, because of your direction, instruction for everything, I did pass this. Even I want to share my experience in exam. This was first time my SSC exam, when I was feeling very, very relaxed during my exam. I think no book. Going to classes.
Okay, I think there was some distortion at the end. Can you quickly give your input how you covered theory and did you focused on theory or just calculations? Amartha, there is distortion at your end. Can you hear my voice?
Both.
Okay, I think there is some serious internet issue at our end. Amartha, we cannot hear your voice. So I just heard one thing that you just mentioned, that you covered both the calculations and theory along with the practice that you did. So I think thank you very much, Amartha, for joining here, and I wish you best of luck for your future ACC exams. It's really superb securing 71 marks. Thank you once again. Now I would want Madhumati to please open her mic if she can hear my voice. Madhu, can you hear me?
I can, sir. Good evening.
Good evening once again. Same platform but different paper. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But what I can say, because you took highest marks in SBL at Vifhe, I think last time or 2 attempts back. Today again you are here with 73 marks in APM and 81 marks, if I'm not wrong, in SBR as well. She gave APM and SBR together, And I still remember she used to fight that there should be no clash in the live classes. So at the end of the day, I think you have really done well. 73 in APM. I always say that it's like 80 in APM. How you achieved it? Please quickly share what was the key things that you did.
First of all, I just want to thank God. It's completely His grace because we all planned to do things a certain way. And this time, everything was completely out of plan. The days before the exam, I was very, very sick. We had a huge power cut here. I couldn't study. And the night before the SBR exam, someone very close to me passed away. So every plan can fly out of the window, but I think first of all, if you have faith in God, just have some belief and have some quiet confidence in yourself, it can really take you a long way. And as for APM 73, I think a lot of the credit goes to you, sir, because you were very, very supportive, and the resources you gave, especially the live classes. I think I've sent messages on the group as well. You know, if students can attend the live classes, please don't skip it. It's not like watching the recording. Watch live, get involved, talk to the tutor. It makes a huge difference. Then I think I did a lot of practice questions, and I was probably very harsh with myself while doing them because I go over and over the question. Sometimes doing an APM question can take a long time. I would take just as much time for the debrief as well. So going through, I would try to figure out what the examiner was looking for, because there's no standard answer in APM. So you don't have to match the answer that's in the script or in the revision kit, whatever you're looking at. But what you need to do is understand what the examiner wants, or what angle he wants you to be thinking in. Because once you get that, it doesn't matter whether your answer matches his or not. You can find different perspective, but you need to identify his track of thought. And the only way you can do that is with a lot of question practice. And again, Sir Rizwan makes it very easy by giving us a lot of questions that we can do. Please do the assignments if you enroll here, because it's a chance to get your questions marked and very thoroughly reviewed by the TAs and the tutors. So those were amazing resources. The grand revision was awesome. And I think this time you'd given us voice notes just before the exam, which were also very useful. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your feedback in relation to advanced performance management. And you are also one of the gamification high scorer as well. I'll announce the gamification scores very soon. So big congratulations, Madhu, for your career ahead, as you now are the ACCA affiliate as well. So I hope that you definitely will be doing really good in your practical life. Once again, thank you very much. I would now like to come to SBL Ajay. I need to check whether Ajay is with us. Ajay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Okay, so now I will not waste time, Sir Hassan. Sir, you need to unmute.
Yeah, sorry, Ajay, big congratulations on 78. That's a great score.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
So, Ajay, first of all, were you a working student or a full-time student?
Sir, I was a full-time student when I was.
And was this your first attempt?
So this was my second attempt. My first attempt was in 2018, after which I had to take a break from ACC, and I decided to take up ACC again this year.
So do you remember the score in your first attempt?
Yeah, my first attempt, I had a score of 39.
39, and you exactly doubled it in your
Yes, sir.
second attempt. So what
Yes,
was
sir.
the magic?
Sir, actually, my approach during the first time was completely wrong. It was through self-study. My approach was to take the book, sit in front of the book and just mug up everything. And when the exam came, just hope that I remembered everything and wrote it down. But it didn't work for me at all.
Yeah. So tell me, while you are preparing for SBL, what were the key things you were focusing on during your preparation stage?
Yes, sir. Actually, I want to thank you, first of all, for that, because during the beginning of my preparation, I was extremely confused because SBL is a different paper. There's it might seem like a lot, but based on your technique and what to focus on, I was able to understand what exactly to do. And one thing I would say, I finished the syllabus within 1 month. So I had one whole month for just revision, mocks, exams, and practice basically. So that was a huge help. And I attended every live session, and I submitted every assignment, and that was a huge help. And I would say the most important thing was the mocks, because it's like holding a mirror to yourself. You know exactly where you are. Do you need to speed up your process, or are you should you be tensed or not tensed? But the mocks was very important for me to understand where I stood, and I think I scored 66 for my mock. So I was relatively calm during the last phase of my preparation.
Excellent. And during the paper, when you were writing the paper, what things did you focus on to help you get 78?
Sir, I would say, first of all, for this exam, I made sure that 1 hour before the exam, I would not focus on anything too stressful like revision or anything. I made sure that my laptop was ready, everything was ready, and I would sit in my chair and just be extremely calm, because when I start writing the exam, I need to be in a different mindset. I can't be like I'm a student writing an exam. The mindset is different. You are a consultant, or whatever the exam tells you. So you need to be in a different mindset, and for that your mind needs to be calm. It needs to be really calm. Second, I would say, so you gave us a technique on what to do in the first hour, what to do after that, and what to do in the last hour. That's very important, because the moment I clicked start exam, I knew what to do. There was no hesitation. There was no confusion as to what I knew what to do. Write down the requirements and which exhibits to focus on. That was very helpful for me.
Excellent, excellent. So if you just allow me to summarize what you said for the benefits of all the students out there. So, a lot of students, they try to do self-study because there is a lot of material available on YouTube, right? But there is a certain technique which you might only learn through live practice. So I would strongly suggest that students should consider attending the live practice classes, if not the whole theoretical classes. And you can see in Ajay's case, his first attempt, he scored 39, and in his second attempt, he scored 78. So clearly there was something wrong with the technique, right? Not something wrong with intelligence. The second thing which I picked up from Ajay was that he said that he attended all live classes. And I think Madhu also mentioned that she attended the live sessions rather than watching recordings. So one of the drawbacks of online is the convenience of looking at the recording at a later time whenever you feel like. That's not good. That's actually going to backfire. So a major takeaway is, please take advantage of the live classes so that you can talk to the tutor. You are in that moment. That's very important, right? And I think the third main takeaway is Ajay submitted all the assignments. So the tutors, they check the assignment, they give you feedback. So a lot of students, they pay the fees, but they don't take benefit of this quality assessment. So please, those of you who are enrolled, do make sure that you attend the live classes instead of recordings, and try to give your assignments on time. You don't know, but this will silently build up your skill, and you wouldn't realize until you get the results. So Ajay, thank you so much once again for sharing your $1 million insight with your fellow students. And a big congratulations to you. Thanks for joining.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And my summary in relation to this is 39 plus Hassan Dosani is equal to 78. So I hope, yeah, this is a fact.
So it's my
Okay.
efforts and his hard work. Everything goes together.
Okay, I was just handing over this to you for SBR and for FR. I think we missed out here SBR, right? We missed out
Yes.
SBR. Yeah.
Yes.
So really sorry for that. The marks are 84. We
Yeah,
missed
it's
out
okay.
SBR, so you can talk to the SBR student. I don't know the name. And the second
Yes,
is for
Sagar, are you
FR
there?
as well.
Yes, miss. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? So big congratulations for 84.
Sagar Patel.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So I am really proud that this time 3 of my students have scored above 80. One is Madhu, she's here with 81, and another is Mandeep, he's not available here. And then we have the topper of a batch, that is Sagar with 84. So big congratulations to all 3 of you, especially Madhu and Sagar, who are available here. So for the benefit of all the people over here, Sagar, I would ask you a few questions. First of all, are you a full-time student or a part-time?
Okay, so I'm currently based in Kenya, in Africa. I'm in Nairobi specifically. I'm doing a full-time degree in the morning, and I'm doing ACCA in the evening. Okay, let me start my video. Yeah, I hope you can see me. Yeah. So I'm doing BCom in the morning, and I'm doing ACCA in the evening with the Vifhe. So I'm an exemption student. So because of my degree, I got 9 exemptions, and this is my second professional exam. I passed SBL last year. Yeah.
That is amazing. I mean, you are managing 2 things together and still you made such a phenomenal score. So what was
Yeah.
your strategy basically, which you adapted to score 84? And we've heard that in the many exams, professional marks are introduced. So I want to make this clear that this is not the case in SBR. SBR is same as it was before. So there's no magic happened with SBR. Still, Sagar is able to get an 84. So what was your strategy?
So first of all, I joined Vifhe, I think 2 weeks late. So I was really pushing the content. I still remember the first class, I was really stressed out. I also mentioned it to you on WhatsApp as well, because the content was a lot to cover, because you told us before the live session, I want you to finish this and this. So it was very important for me to balance my day. So I used to come home at around 7:30, then I do 2 hours every day of the recorded session. Yeah. And then I'd like to tell you a story. I think you gave us an assignment. I think it was assignment 4 or something. Then I think I wrote it from the textbook. Then I think in the feedback you told me 0 out of 10. After that, I really pushed myself that I need to write answers myself. Yeah.
Right. So that is
Yeah.
true. I always used to tell students in the class that please don't copy, because I'm not going to judge you, right? I'm not going to give you any prize if you're getting a full score, because at the end of the day, what matters to you is the real score in ACCA. So I'm not here to judge you, I'm here to guide you. So if you do mistakes in front of me, I would say that is the best thing, because you will learn from your mistakes and then you will get a real good score. So what was your strategy in terms of, like, first you completed the lectures, then you moved to the
Yeah.
practice, or was it simultaneously? So what?
I think at the start of the course, I think early July, I was doing the recorded sessions only. But then after you told us that we need to do kit questions side by side. So after we completed certain areas, they told you can attempt this question, you can attempt this question. Then we used to send you on WhatsApp to check for us after every day. So that was my plan. And then I think the most important thing was towards the end, when the harder topics start coming in, groups come in, then advanced groups come in. So you told us that don't panic. I've left these topics for a reason. And then we covered them in the live sessions again, and we covered them in the revision sessions. Then folks worked on that as well. So that was my strategy.
Right. So that was a combination of concepts with practice. So that is the
Exactly.
that is the most recommended strategy. So what will be your advice to the students who are going to attempt SBR or who have failed in SBR and are planning to resit?
My attempt, what I'll say is that to listen to you. I think what you say in the live sessions and your sense of humor in the live sessions is very good. I also mentioned it in the message I sent you in the morning today.
Right.
The live examples you use, it made it much easier for me to understand the concepts. And I think just be true to yourself. It's not a hard thing. If I managed it in 1.5 months as a exemption student, anyone can do it. Yeah.
Right. That is very true. Like, you've not given F7. I remember your worries that
Yeah.
when will I be able to do this in the orientation.
मुझे
Yeah.
भाई-
So everyone who is here who think that I've not given FR, I've not given F3, can I go to SBR directly? Sagar is in front of you. It's always on you. All you need to know is debit and credit. That's what I always say. If you know debit and credit, everything we teach is from the scratch. So many
Yeah.
people will say, please give FR first and just study FR first. So that's I would say just a mere misguidance, because everything is from scratch, even in the study texts. So just make sure that you are diligent enough, like Sagar has done it. So everyone can do it. He was a part-time student. So kudos to you, Sagar, and Madhu, you too, if you're here. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Shweta, and
you.
thank you to Vifhe. Thank you.
Yes, over to you, sir.
Okay, I think we have for FR as well. If you can just show me the name of the student who secured.
Yes, Fatima, she's working. She's from UAE, and I asked
Okay.
her maybe she won't be able to join because she's on the way back home.
Okay, so
Let me just
congratulations to you
check.
and Fatma both
Fatima
for
are
78.
you here? Because I've just received her text that she reached home. Is Fatima here? I don't think so. Let it be.
Okay, once she is back, you just let me know if she comes in between so we can
Right.
talk to her as well. But
Yeah.
congratulations to you and Fatma for this
Thank you.
78. Okay, let's go back to the list of high achievers. Definitely this time the results are really good. So definitely we need to take time and we need to discuss these quick tips with the tutor and the high achiever. Sir Munir, AAA 74.
Am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah.
Amog, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Amog, a very big congratulations to you. In fact, dual congratulations. Firstly, for scoring a whopping 74 marks in AAA. And
Thank you.
secondly, for wrapping up your ACCA papers in a style to grab your all prestigious ACCA qualification and becoming a proud affiliate. So
Thank
many,
you,
many
sir. Thanks a lot.
congratulations.
Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
Amog, so can you please enlighten us? Can you please enlighten the students about AAA? Because it's obviously it's not easy to get such high marks in AAA. So what was your approach? How you prepared? What role the mock played, which you attempted, and you attempted
Yeah.
just few days back,
Yeah.
just few days before the examinations, and the feedback
Yeah.
which you received. So how it helped you to ace in your examinations, it will enlighten the students a lot. Please share your feedback.
Yeah. So I'll start with one thing. So I was reading the chat box. I found a lot of people who are saying that they have failed at 47% or 48%, and they might find it very hard to believe. But I was that student in AAA. In the June attempt, I secured 40% marks, 47% marks. So it was something which was just there but not there. And the reason for it was I just watched your webinar to success one, the game changer series that you have just before the exam, but I didn't do any mocks. The only just give me a second. The only thing I realized after that was that had I given one mock, I would have cleared. It's just that that last ride that you have to take, and that last ride was just a self effort towards giving an exam and sitting, and don't get afraid of what if I fail in the mock. What if I fail in the mock? So when I gave you the mock, it was something which was there in the entire, like it is not the ideal scenario. I know, I understand that. And it was something which I felt whether you will check it or not check it, but I'm really, really, really thankful that you checked the paper, because the comments that you gave against each and every point that I had written is something which gave me a very good introspection on what I write, what I think and what I write. Especially what happens in AAA is that it's something which is very vast. It has everything. It is as good as SBR plus accounting concept, auditing concepts. It's not something with just a one paper. It's a bundle of all the papers. You might have to develop a tax knowledge as well to answer a paper. You never know. And so to some level, some business understanding as well for business risk questions. So when I was going through my mock test that I gave, I realized the gap between what I think, what I perceive, and what I put it on the keyboard. And that is where mock tests really play a big role. See, the theory part of AAA was something which is fine, which you can cover, but only theory is nothing. Like it doesn't make any sense. You'll just mug up and write answers, which is not the ACC Institute expects. And to be very honest, after the exam, I was a bit dejected. I felt I might not crack it. And I know it sounds like, okay, he's one of those guys who's just saying it for the sake of it. But trust me, I told my parents also, I don't feel like I'll clear this one. But when I saw the marks, I was taken aback, to be very honest. I logged out of my Gmail account. I logged in again to see whether it was my account or not. And then I realized, okay, yeah, it is actually 74. And I was just overwhelmed at that point. And the one person I remembered was you, because the comments that you gave, it was really, really helpful. So, and this is what you iterate as well in your live sessions again and again. I
Okay,
ignored that
Amok,
in Zoom. Yeah.
Amok, if you allow me, because I have your
Yeah,
mock exam with me, so can I share the glimpse of it so that the students
Yeah,
can have an
please.
idea that how, because see, students, when a student is attempting a mock, he doesn't realize what mistakes he's committing, because in his
Yeah.
eyes, his work is the masterpiece, because he thinks
Yeah.
whatever he's attempting is going to get glory of marks. So
Yeah.
I'm just sharing a glimpse of it so that the students can get to know that a very minor mistakes, when you get to know that yes, these are your mistakes, it helps you a lot in overcoming those mistakes. Even in past, my students who scored 35% marks in mock examination, just by knowing their mistakes, they were able to clear the ACC exams easily. Okay, so see, when you are drafting, you commit a lot of mistakes. For example, see this is a business risk, and you wrote in financial statements risk. So very thin line, because when you are writing, you are in a flow, exam pressure, you commit mistakes. So these are very useful checkpoints, that what you need to do, what you don't need to do, what are do's, what are don'ts. And also please enlighten students about the time management, because what my view is that after introduction of professional marks, time management for AAA is eased up. So what are your thoughts on it? Because you attempted earlier when there were no professional marks. Now you have attempted when there have been professional marks.
Yeah, so I'm a student of transition. I've seen the transition. So I'll just tell you one thing, like to all the students, AAA with no professional marks was difficult to complete. Like when I scored 47, I couldn't attempt 14 marks question. And that is what costed me the attempt. It's very clear. Now, when the professional marks come in, so effectively you are answering to 80 marks technical answers. That's it. Now, what happens in that is per mark per time band that you get increases by 30 to 40%. But it is not something that the paper gets easier. No, it doesn't happen that way. The professional marks that you have to attempt have to be, your writing have to be at a certain level that you gain that marks. And I was just banking on my professional skills. I practiced a lot, not only the mock test, I practiced myself like a self-assessment basis as well of the Kaplan study kit and exam kits. And that is where I realized what kind of professional marks I need to implement. Because there are 4 or 5 categories of professional marks, and every professional marks has its own requirement. And if that requirement is not fulfilled, I don't think so that we'll get marks for it. So that aspect, we need to improve the quality of not the technical answers, but the way we write it in the 50 marks question and the way we analyze the whole case study in the 25 marks questions. So that is very, very critical.
Amok, thank you so very much for taking out time and sharing your
Thank you,
very
sir.
useful insights with the students. Wishing you very, very best of luck for your future endeavors. Wherever you go, whatever you do, may Almighty bless you all at every step of your life. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Most welcome, Dave.
Okay. We are getting lots of questions in the chat box. So definitely student wants us to respond back. We will quickly wrap up this session and we'll move on towards the next very important session. Just hold on your questions, friends. We will definitely start answering those questions. Now, towards this slide, Sir Taha, can you quickly discuss with the student the secret of getting these marks, that is 70 It's can you make the screen bigger, please?
All right, sir, can you see me?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So, Prasanna, are you present? Can you listen to me?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right. So first of all, congratulations for securing such high marks. And to be precise, I will first like you to share 3 or 4 key factors which contributed to make such a big success.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for having me, and thank you for your classes. I would say my technique is the first thing I would say. AFM contains a lot of not lot of chapters, at least lot of models of the questions, a lot of models of the problems. So my technique is to practice as much as I can. So I'll take your suggestions. I'll take the particular sources of Vifhe, because you summarize it in such a way that we can access a multiple questions and answers, and particularly the videos, or at least the voice notes, everything in a summary way in one place. So it is a easy accessible and a very handful to practice the multiple questions and multiple models. That is one thing. And apart from that, the summary notes you give for the theory, because most of the people won't concentrate on the theory topics, they just do only practical. But what I do, like you told, I took your summary notes of 67 pages. You summarize in a nice way and summary points everything. So I took the notes and read everything and understand everything. The best thing about theory is you can secure marks. Apart from that, you can attempt for more marks in less time compared to the practical, because the practical might take some time, but theoretical part may, you can attempt more marks in very less time. And the third thing is follow the revision plan, and the questions you particularly focused. These things are helpful for me, sir.
All right, great. So in summary, you were saying that number one, students must focus on theory as well as practical. And the e-notes, the 67 pages summary that I provided, which covered entire syllabus area, was very useful because it summarized entire content. And
Yes,
taking live classes and the previous live session and webinar access on the portal was great, correct?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us today. Wish you best of luck for your future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh,
Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really want to give message to all the students who are listening to us right now. It's not that if you're not giving AFM, it's not that if you're not giving SBR, the feedback in general is very important. What is important is that you just figure out the summary points, what are the key pickings, and you can apply that to your own paper. So that is giving you a real good opportunity to listen to the students who have achieved these high marks. Now over to Sir Abil for ATX, that is 75.
I hope my student is here. Soumya, is she here?
Soumya, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
So, number one,
Good evening,
really
sir.
big congratulations. I would congrats you. Definitely 75 marks means a lot to me and to the institute as well. So will you give us
Thank you so
any
much, sir.
top secret? How did you manage to get 75 marks?
Yeah, so actually I'm just a part-time student. Actually, I need to manage my university along with the ACCA studies. And to be honest, I just study for like 1.5 months. And like you told in the first orientation class, like you don't have to study from the kit, or you don't have to study from the book. You gave your own compiled book, and it helps me a lot. Like it has only the most important things that I need to cover. Many people told me like, why are you prepared? Why are you giving ATX? But I guess I found some interest in ATX. That's why I chose this subject. So first of all, I just complete all the videos in one go. Like I just need to cover all these up along with my college. And I also mentioned it to you, like, sir, I don't have much time to study. And I also remember, like, in the last month from the exam, I called you, like, sir, I can't study. I'm not getting confidence. And you told me that there is no need to worry. You will go far. That motivates me a lot. And thank you so much, sir, for giving your best. Just because of you, I can do this.
Thank you very much. I think the message which I'm getting from my student is, if you can just watch the lectures completely and do the properly
Yes,
assignments,
sir.
and plus
Proper assignments. Yeah.
and smart revision also. Any feedback on the smart revision which we conducted
Yes,
last?
sir, that smart revision helps me a lot. Like it just combined all the important things. I watched your previous lectures also, and it helps me a lot for getting these marks.
Just for the sake of other students, I'm just telling you, in a smart revision, basically, students, you might have heard that ATX is a very large and very big syllabus. In a smart revision, within 12.5 to 13 hours, we have covered 98% of the entire ATX. Means if you can take out just 13 hours, you can revise almost 98% of ATX. So this is the answer. For those students, they think ATX is really big. So I believe just a revision of 13 hours is really good enough to get a grip on entire ATX. So once again, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Okay. Sir Rizwan, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. The last student, she is the highest among all. She secured 88 marks in performance management. Shifa Imran. 88 is really huge, massive achievement, I would say. So Shifa, if you can hear me, please. Shifa Imran, are you here and can you hear me? Okay, I think she is not in the session. Anyways, she secured 88 marks in performance management. So definitely a huge achievement. And definitely this is something that will give lots and lots of motivation to students, because they feel performance management is tough, but getting 88 is totally remarkable. Thank you very much, guys. All of you, all the participants who were part of this segment, and they shared their feedbacks. The students who will be giving exams in the upcoming attempt, make sure you follow all these things. In short, let's now begin with the next very important segment, and that is about the Q&A. Let's not waste our time more. But before that, I want to announce the gamification achievers. Can you please show the gamification achievers? The gamification model of Vifhe, as we promised everyone that we will be tracking your progress. We do track your progress on a weekly basis. We look at the assignments. We do see how many people are attending the live classes, the mocks, and finally you passed. So Madhumati, once again, congratulations. You secured 85 points. Then Brianna and Tapwasni. These are the three students who were able to score 80 points, above 80 points, and now these will be qualified for the discounts that Vifhe will offer. Madhumati has qualified, so obviously no need to give her discount, but yes, she is still a contestant of iPhone. Remember, we announced that we'll be giving iPhone to the best student of the session, and I hope let's see who wins that iPhone. So we'll make announcement very soon, and the best student will be getting iPhone from Vifhe as a gift. So congratulations. And those who are still part of the current upcoming batches, make sure next winner is you, and you also follow the gamification rules that we have shared with you guys. Let's now move towards the Q&A session here. It's now time to ask questions. Please, you can use the chat box that is available to you. All the students, one by one, obviously, ask the questions, and I will try my best that we answer accordingly. You mention the paper name definitely, and then I will ask the respective teacher to give you the answers. So please start asking questions in the chat box, and we'll try to cover as many as possible. Okay, try to mention some specific issues that you have, not the general ones, because these general ones are something that we cover on and off basis every time in our sessions and the orientations. Just mention the specific problems that you are facing in relation to the paper. If you can just mention again, please, here. Okay. Sai, your question is in relation to APM versus ATX, which is better. You are good in numbers. I would say ATX is the paper you should go with, because ATX is number-based. APM does have very less calculations, and the calculation that APM does have also are scenario or question related. So I would say ATX is a number-based paper. Okay. Okay, we have a question from, it says WMC, Sir Hassan. The student wants to appear in December for SBL, haven't started anything yet. He wants to ask you whether it would be good to join your batch now.
Okay, if you are a first-time student appearing for the first time in SBL, it will be a bit challenging. So if you are a full-time student and if you can allocate around 4 to 5 hours per day from now onwards, then yes, it is very much possible. But you are your best judge. All you need is to assess how much time you can give. 4 to 5 hours a day, and you can wrap up SBL in, let's say, 5 to 6 weeks time. Otherwise, it will be a bit stretched for you.
Any specific tips for SBL, as Tayyeba Noor is asking about specific tips in relation to SBL?
SBL is all about drafting and techniques. A lot of students, they focus 2/3 of their time on books and theories and concept, and 1/3 of their time towards practice. That's a wrong strategy. It should be the other way around, that you spend 1/3 time on concept building, just focus on top 25 important topics, and you should spend 2/3 time in drafting, practice, professional skills, time management, formats. So if you just focus on the right thing, that's the, you can easily pass SBL.
Okay, thank you very much for your input. We have a question now in relation to SBR from Samia Nasir. First exam SBR took exemptions, so could not get how to prepare standards and what to learn from them from exam point of view. Is there any website to practice CB question, as I'm totally new to ACCA?
Okay, so I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
So Samya, first of all, if you are an exemption student, I'm sure you have relevant previous knowledge. That is why you're getting that exemption. So be confident about it. As you just heard about Sagar, he was here as an achiever. So he also got into ACCA through exemption route, and he gave SBR as first exam and he passed it, right? So if he can do it, I would say you can do it. And I'm here to assure you that I've had around 4 to 5 students who have done phenomenally good, and they were exemption students, more than 75. So that's possible, very much possible with you also. And for the you can say the CB platform that you're looking for, it is clearly available on the ACCA website. You search it today that I want to give my practice test or mock test on the ACCA platform. There will be a blank workspace. There will be past papers which you can practice actually on the ACCA platform in the CBE platform. So that is available, right? So I hope I've dealt with your doubt. Say you're not audible.
Okay. Sir Ahmed, your input in relation to AAA, Ratika wants to ask, is AAA manageable first time for December attempt, and she is a full-time student. Sir Ahmed, can you hear me? He's not in the session. Okay, I think he's not here. I want to quickly switch to the next question from Durai. Lost AFM and AAA with 45 and 40% respectively, working as a full-time student. So what would you suggest, Sir Munir, in relation to AAA? She scored 40%, along with AFM, both failed.
Okay, the prime suggestion would be, if you have the concepts, if you have taken the classes from wherever you have taken it, the students, the area in which the students struggle the most is the drafting, obviously. Until and unless you write, until and unless you show your answers to the expert, to the tutor, you won't get to know your mistakes, and you will keep on repeating the same mistakes again and again. Okay, because only 30–40% students attempt the mock exam, and out of those 40% students who attempt the mock exams, 80% of the students pass the exam. Keep this ratio in mind, because until and unless you get to know your mistakes, you cannot overcome it. So I hope I'm audible. Am I audible, sir? Am I audible? Okay, so I believe I have responded it. And the next most important thing, if you believe that you are lacking concepts, suppose if you believe that you are not strong in accounting concepts, if you're not strong in auditing concepts, then I would suggest you to take proper classes, attend live sessions, interact with the tutor. If you have any query, do ask with the tutor. Until and unless your confusion, your query gets satisfied, keep on taking the guidance of the tutor. If you feel you're good in concepts, if you feel you're technically sound, then I believe that you might be doing any mistake when you are attempting your paper, drafting your answer. Because there are many elements, many key elements when you are attempting the answer. Proper planning, then prioritizing things in your answer. Then there are professional skill marks additionally, which you need to know that how you're going to score those marks. So I believe when you will be writing and showing your answers to the tutor, this will be much beneficial for you, and you will be able to spot on your mistakes. Sir, you are not audible, at least to me. I don't know whether you're audible to others as well.
Okay. Aurangzeb, let me answer a few questions that relates to my paper. Aurangzeb, you can use BPP book for reading of PM. Secondly, another student asking about enough time to prepare financial management. Cassandra, I would say if this is your first attempt, then if you're not working, then yes, otherwise no. Okay, then you have to go with March. Another question I have in relation to APM getting 45% first attempt. So I think you should give one more try before you change the paper. I think you will be able to make it in the next attempt of APM. Then we have next question in relation to technical articles for APM. So risk and uncertainty is something that will not be tested for calculation. So if you don't read the article, that's totally fine. Next question we have again in relation to APM from Sai. I did answer earlier in relation to APM that you got 46, then 48. As you said earlier, the calculative part, if you feel like you can switch to ATX, which is more calculative one, but I would say give one more try. Talk to me personally, I'll guide you further. Okay. The next question we have is in relation to SBR. Abdul Wasi is asking Tashwita about the current issues like climate change question was asked.
Yes, so that is very much from your syllabus only. We also covered it in the class, and if you are part of the free group, that is the revision group, I also shared a voice note related to that. So it's very much part of your syllabus. It's the last chapter in your SBR study text. You can watch it on Vifhe's YouTube channel. I have a proper video on it. And then we also have technical articles on it, and we have it in the study text also. So you can go for either one of it, not all, just one. Either you go for technical article, study text, or the YouTube video. So nothing out of the box. It was from your syllabus only.
Okay. Mohammad Danish is asking SBR. A quick advice, please. How to pass SBR?
By studying diligently and following the plan given by the tutor. So there's no magic in SBR which you can just, chant and you can pass the paper. You have to put in the effort. I was getting one question that, ma'am, if I start today, can I complete it in the remaining time? So I want to address that also. Of course, you can complete even if you're a part-time student, because SBR is something which you're already aware of. Accounts is, if you're from commerce background, you know debits and credits, right? So all you need is that you need to put in some hours every day. So if you go with the plan that I share, which I will share in my reset orientation, all you need is around 5 to 6 hours a week initially. And then later on, when you move to the you can say tougher bits like group accounts, this is something which I'm saying you have to devote towards the portal, the lectures, self-study, and the practice that you do, that is different. But what you have to devote towards the classes, the recorded videos, that has to be 6 hours approx for 1 week. So that if you are able to complete that much, you can complete SBR in the remaining time. So just practice a lot, make your concepts crystal clear, and make sure you're applying the concepts really good. So practice will make you perfect.
Okay, thank you. Sir Hassan, Vajra is asking about your webinars. The student is a self-study student and asking about mock-based practice. So in short, with webinars, is mock-based practice okay?
Yes, it is very much possible that you watch my webinar. However, one webinar is not enough because it just covers few of the topics. So you need to watch at least 3 to 4 webinars to give, all-round coverage of the syllabus. And after you watched at least 4 webinars, then you can join the revision practice classes where we will be doing live case study practices. That's where you will pick all the techniques and we will be doing mocks. So a lot of students have passed using this strategy, which you are suggesting. And I think it's pretty much doable, all depending on how serious and committed you are.
Taha, is AFM doable for December for a working student? And it's not the first time.
All right, yes, it is easily doable. All you have to do is to follow the planner that we will be providing, and also do all the assignments and the mocks on time and get them checked. Your practice is the key to success. Even if it is any other paper, all the instructors, all the tutors will agree that practice makes you perfect. Practice will help you, will help us identify your errors, will help us to correct you, and any paper is doable provided you follow all the instructions, complete assignments, and do a lot of practice and get them marked.
Sir Abil, Rahil is asking, he wants to give ATX for the first time in December, and you can see he has 45 days.
It is doable, but provided that how much time you can take out every day. For example, if you can take out around 2.5 to 3 hours, then it is very easily doable. It is possible if you are working, then you can take out, you can give more time on Saturday, Sunday, and you can give around 2 hours per day. But you have to make a mind, at least 2 hours per day you have to take out. If you can manage this, then it's easy to do it. no issue at all. Because videos are not so long. One lecture is approximately 45 minutes. The entire course completes within 73 lectures. So means around 56 to 57 hours. After that, we have all the practice lectures. They start from 74, then go till 95, 96. So it's up to you. If you can take out around 2 to 2.5 hours per day, then it is doable.
In general, in relation to start, they want to start now for December attempt, and they are working students. So, Sir Hassan, can you summarize anything here, that whether students should go with these papers or not? They are working students. So what do you suggest in
Which
general?
papers, sir?
It's in general. I can see a lot of questions coming for different papers. They are the first timers and they want to attempt in December.
All right. So my general take is that if it is your first timer and December attempt is just like 6 weeks away, do not be adventurous. Just focus on one paper, because you will not have the bandwidth to manage more than one paper. These are professional level papers. They are not like easy piece of cake. It requires commitment and time. And also you will really stress out towards the end if you're handling two papers. So for December, I strongly suggest that you just focus on one paper, even if you are a full-time student.
Okay, and sir, when your revision session for SBL will begin? Is it the
Right.
revision one or the
So
crash batch?
right now, next week, the reset batch is starting. And the revision batch will probably start close to 10th of November.
Okay, great. Sir Taha, student is asking how to clear AFM in the first attempt and what would be the schedule will look like.
All right. So as we know that AFM syllabus is not very lengthy, it revolves around 5 to 7 commonly tested topics. So what my planning is that I ask the students to cover things on portal in a sequence, and majority of the content initially is not related to past papers. First, you have to cover all the concepts, because at professional level, one single question can be built upon numerous topics. Once done, you will have a bank of questions that you will be solving. As far as classes are concerned, initially for the first few weeks, we have one class every week, which increase with the passage of time. And in the last month, we have multiple classes and the game changer series in which we practice the questions. So passing AFM is technically easy, provided you manage yourself. It is all about managing yourself. It is all about practicing.
And I've seen 2 to 3 comments in relation to ATX being lengthy. So any advice you need to give to students for ATX, as everybody obviously do mention that ATX is lengthy. So is it possible for students to cover ATX?
I think I have already answered. The way we have, alhamdulillah, developed the course, you will not find lengthy, because as I just mentioned, one lecture just 45 minutes, and within 73 lecture the entire course completes. After that, just the practice videos. So it is the answer. If someone says it's a lengthy course, it's up to the tutor how he summarized the entire thing. So it's not lengthy at all. It just, I would say, it's just a myth. It's up to the teacher, obviously. If I can explain one thing within 5 minutes, someone can take maybe 20 minutes for the same thing. So it's not lengthy at all. It's just up to you. If you can just take out 2 hours per day, it is doable. So over to you, Sarizwan.
Tashwida, we have a question for you for FR. Failed FR.
So you're not
December.
audible? Failed
Okay.
FR in December?
Yeah, failed FR twice and now giving AA in December. The student is precious. Now, can you guide whether the student should appear for AA with FR or should leave FR this time?
I would say there is an overlap between FR and AA. So you can complete these two exams if you're a full-time student and you can manage to give that much time. So just look for your score in FR. If it was above 45, so that means you're just lacking in the practice and not the concepts. So FR won't take much of your time for the remaining days, and you can focus on AA also. So if you're a full-time student, you can adventure with these two exams. If you are not, then just go for one, whichever you feel confident in, whether it's AA or FR. But I must say that if you are good in FR, you will be also good in AA because they're quite interrelated.
Okay. Nayana, I'll answer your question. Both paper are new to you. As Sir Hassan said, no need to experiment more. If both the papers are new, so I would also advise you to go with one paper. It could be FR or FM, whatever suits you. David, you got 25% in APM. That's strange. You can WhatsApp me personally at my number. I can further guide you. 25% is low. So I need to give you certain advices in detail. So you can WhatsApp me, please. Sir Munir, what do you think? Sagar is asking, after SBR, AAA is possible?
It is very much advisable to do so because all your SBR concepts are being tested in AAA. So it is very much advisable. All your concepts are fresh. You have just studied SBR. If you're planning for AAA, the very next attempt is the ideal attempt for you.
One more question for AAA. How to the student has secured 38, then 40?
Okay, 38, then 40. That means almost no improvement. So again, I'll recommend you get your answer marked with a tutor, try to know your mistakes, and read the examiner reports as well, because examiner also highlights lots of mistakes of these students, which students are recurring in, which are recurring mistakes in every attempt. So many a times a student realizes that it's my mistake, which the examiner is pointing out, and I'm doing the same mistake. So try to read the examiner's report as well. Don't idealize the suggested solutions, because see, it's a very detailed solution. And when the students read that solution, students feel that I cannot produce this solution, whatever I do. So try to plan your answer well, try to draft your answer well, and examiner reports will guide you, your tutor's marking will guide you. Take the guidance from your tutor. That will help you a lot.
Okay, thank you. We have one more question in relation to March attempt. Yes, we have started the registration for March along with December reset. Those who want to register for March 2023, the registrations are on and you can enroll yourself for March as well. What strategy should be for APM? I would say if this is a reset attempt, so definitely you need to read the examiner reports. Very, very important. Write maximum answers. And yes, you need to attempt mock and get it marked by the tutor. Again, similar advice I'll give for APM for Surya as well. Surya, you have already attempted APM and now you're planning to appear for AFM as well. So if you're a full-time student, as you mentioned, then yes, it's possible. But remember, you do study at least 4 to 5 hours for both the papers. Now, this is a very common question. I have seen this 4th time. There are students who are asking about how to select the optional exams. So I want a general feedback. So I want Sir Hassan to reply this, because all the tutors who are teaching optional, so obviously I want a general answer in this case, not any optional tutor to give the guidance. So Sir Hassan, what do you think a student who has done with SBL and SBR and how to select? The key point is, because you are in also working practically, so how to select optional papers?
Right. So, sir, the general myth in the student community is that they want to select papers in which they have plans to pursue their career in the long run. However, as I'm also working in the corporate sector, when we are hiring, we really don't look at what optionals you have done. For us, ACCA qualified is a ACCA qualified. So the way you can choose your optional paper is by which paper makes you confident from a passing point of view. Just try and get rid of the papers and qualify as soon as possible. If you want to pursue any particular specialization later on, you can give additional paper after your qualification. That's pretty much possible. So please do not, complicate this decision. Just go with the papers where you feel you are confident. For example, if you are good in, in any elementary paper, go for the advanced paper of that paper. So just go with your own confidence rather than putting any more philosophical thoughts in it.
So many questions. Now, an important announcement is that we are starting our orientations. So you will soon see the timetable on your screen. As you can see here, from Tuesday, that is from tomorrow, we are starting orientations for AAA by Ahmed Mumtaz and Munish Shafi both, along with Ali Amanullah. On Wednesday, we have orientations classes for AA, ATX, AFM. Thursdays PM, FM. Friday it's APM. Saturday it's SBR. And for SBL, sir, for SBL, I think the class timing has been missed. Can you please mention your first orientation class for SBL? I think it's at the bottom. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Can you just remove this last slide? It's SBL written.
When is it?
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday. You can just announce it.
Yeah, it's on Sunday. Okay, I found it. It's on Sunday. SBL is on Sunday. So these are the orientation classes. Now, what is important that these classes are specific paper-based classes. So what you can do, you join these classes. These are free orientations. You can consult to the tutor directly. What question you to ask, you can ask paper-based questions from the tutor. So please just note down the timetable. You can see all the classes starting from Tuesday till Sunday till SBL from AAA. I hope you will join these sessions. We will share the links of these classes in different WhatsApp groups, and you can ask specific questions with the tutor. We are announcing our upcoming batches for December and March, which means we are starting our recent batch. We have started our recent batch. The registrations are have already started. We are giving good massive discounts as always, 30% for one paper. If you opt for two papers, 40%. If you opt for three papers, we'll give you 50%. So the recent batch has started now. If you feel like, and if you talk to your tutor and your tutor is giving you the guidance that, okay, you attempt in December or you attempt in March. So we have started both the batches, the December and the March batch. So if you want, you can enroll for December reset, or you can enroll yourself for March 2023 attempt. So these are the upcoming things. Yes, let me tell you the date for the crash course, the revision course. We will start revision approximately 5th or 6th of November. So if you opt for the revision course, now reset batch is a complete course. It does includes the remaining live classes. It does includes the remaining assignments. You will get complete content. Plus it will include mock as well. But if you think you don't want to go with the complete course, we have another course coming up starting from 5th of November, and that is the revision course. That is a one where you will have limited content, key topics will be there, and mock will be part of that. But for SBL, it's a different type of a revision course. For SBL, it's a unique course, as sir will take all the classes live along with mocks as well. So for SBL, it's a different type of a revision course other than all other papers that we offer at Vifhe. Along with that, now I hope the session went well for you people. You were able to learn from what others have done. I definitely want you to recommend that you all just work hard. Just make your plans. You still are left with 6 weeks. This means you still have good amount of time left. Approximately, you I would say it's a simple maths if you do. So on an estimate, I would say that each day 24 hours into, you multiply that with 45 days, in that, after that you multiply with 60 minutes and you multiply with 60 seconds. So this means approximately you have 3.5 3.6 million seconds, okay, which means you have ample amount of time. So take it like this. I always say you just need to take things positively. So you have so many seconds left. Don't say 45 days left. You have so many seconds left. Don't waste it, and make sure you make best of it. I want to share the contact details of our team as well. So I'm sharing the contact details of the team here on our screens. You can just note down the number of our support team. You can contact them for the registration details. You can visit our website and after this, I would like to thank the entire audience, those who were on YouTube, those who were on Facebook watching us live, they asked their questions, and those who were on Zoom. Thank you very much for participating in big numbers. Thanks to the entire faculty for sparing their precious time, guiding the students. You all, as a principal of Vifhe, I really want to thank you in front of all the audience that you really work hard. You are very much serious, and you do take this responsibility in a very professional way. So thank you very much for being professional and helping students. And I hope you will continue to do this and will produce awesome results in future. I would now want Sir Hassan Dosani to end the session on very important ending note, and this is important to listen. So thank you very much. Rizwan Mania signing off. Sir Hassan, over to you now.
Right, guys. So those of you who are not able to succeed in September, please learn from your mistake. We are all there. All the tutors are there to help you identify your mistakes. But the first step is to admit that the examiner is not unfair. It was something which we had done wrong. And once you admit that we were wrong, let's try and fix it. We have 6 weeks to fix it. So please learn from the mistakes. That's $1 million experience which you have taken from your September attempt. And secondly, the biggest drawback of online is that, people, students, they become lazy, or they just don't attend regularly, and then the things starts to pile up. So please do not make things pile up in the last 2 weeks. Evenly spread out your study plan over next 6 weeks so that you do not stress out towards the end. Try to attend the live classes, interact with the tutor in the live classes as much as you can. Do your assignments, do something different than your previous attempt. Take 2 steps forward. All right. So with that, guys, we are all there to support you professionally, personally, as well as there are lots of free material by Vifhe. Vifhe will be conducting free webinars as well in the first week of November. So please take advantage of all this thing, of our time, our expertise. Just go with the flow and you will clear your December attempt, inshallah.